For more than 300 years, the Spanish ruled the Philippines, a period marked by oppression and numerous failed uprisings. But in 1896, the Philippine Revolution began, led by the secret society known as the Katipunan, or KKK. This final fight for independence was a mix of immense courage and heroism, but also internal conflict and betrayal. Spain's empire in the Philippines was built on exploitation. They forced indigenous people into hard labor, imposed high taxes, and suppressed local culture by banning native languages and traditions in favor of Christianity. These actions fueled resistance, leading to many revolts over the years, though none were successful. In 1892, Andrés Bonifacio founded the Katipunan to unite working-class Filipinos who were fed up with poverty and oppression. Driven by a desire for freedom and justice, the organization grew quickly, becoming a significant threat to Spanish authority. The revolution officially began on August 30, 1896, with the Battle of San Juan del Monte. The Katipunan, however, was at a severe disadvantage. The Spanish army was well-trained and well-equipped, while the Katipunan fighters were untrained volunteers with basic weapons. The rebels suffered heavy losses, and the Spanish government responded by sending reinforcements and launching a brutal crackdown, executing prominent figures like José Rizal to intimidate the populace. As the revolution continued, a new leader, Emilio Aguinaldo, rose to prominence. A skilled military strategist, he led the Katipunan to several key victories in his home province of Cavite. Aguinaldo was also politically savvy and formed alliances, but his popularity caused a split within the Katipunan. His followers, largely from the wealthy and educated class, formed the Magdalo faction, which favored a more moderate approach and was open to negotiating with the Spanish. Meanwhile, Bonifacio's followers, from the lower classes, formed the Magdiwang faction and were committed to armed struggle. To resolve these divisions, the factions met at the Tegueros Convention in 1897 to elect new leaders. Despite being the founder, Bonifacio was not elected president. The position went to Aguinaldo. When Bonifacio was then elected to a lesser role as Director of the Interior, a lawyer named Daniel Tirona publicly challenged his qualifications, insulting Bonifacio's lack of formal education. Feeling betrayed and cheated, Bonifacio drew his gun and stormed out, declaring the election void. In April 1897, Aguinaldo ordered Bonifacio's arrest, accusing him of treason. Bonifacio and his brother were captured, and Sirico, another brother, was killed during the arrest. The subsequent trial was a sham, with a jury made up of Aguinaldo's men. Bonifacio was found guilty of treason and sedition and was executed, a shocking event that demoralized many Katipunan troops and weakened the movement. Even without Bonifacio, the revolution continued. However, the struggle seemed hopeless until a new conflict broke out, the Spanish-American War in 1898. The U.S. Navy, led by Admiral George Dewey, destroyed the Spanish fleet, seizing control of the islands. The war ended with the Treaty of Paris, which forced Spain to cede its remaining overseas territories, including the Philippines, Guam, and Puerto Rico. The Philippine Revolution officially ended on June 12, 1898, when the nation proclaimed its independence from Spain. But the celebration was short-lived. The Filipinos soon realized they had merely traded one colonial power for another, as the United States took control. While the Katipunan didn't directly defeat Spain, their efforts had significantly weakened the Spanish forces, paving the way for the Americans. Despite its tragic internal conflicts, the Katipunan's legacy as a symbol of independence and a key moment in Philippine history lives on.